Hi, Ramu. Thanks for the time. With the end of HEDIS season, ending a couple of weeks ago, we've had a number of customers come to us looking for NLP AI services for the prospective season. So a lot of increase in interest around HEDIS NLP, quality improvement services using AI. So wanted to ask you a couple of questions that have come up in our conversations.
Yeah, sure.
So the first one is, why is quality NLP valuable for HEDIS programs?
NLP programs in general are very useful in the health IT space. For HEDIS, it greatly enhances the data extraction process by allowing plans to extract data from various data sources without having to do that manually. I think secondly, there's a huge cost savings because just the nature of manually reviewing records that are hundreds and hundreds of pages long for one person to do versus a system being able to do that quickly is important. And that's very valuable to plans because it's saving money and it's saving time as well. I think one of the most important reasons why plans should invest in NLP solutions, specifically for HEDIS, is the insights they can gain from these solutions. You can identify gaps in care. It can be used for population health management. And I think those are very useful when it comes to specific measures that are focused on certain populations, and gaining insights into how your membership is performing in those areas is very useful, not only for HEDIS reporting, but just being able to plan for those scenarios.
No, that definitely makes sense. What are some of the key nuances plans should be aware of when building out the NLP strategy?
Oh, I think with an NLP strategy, some strategies to have in place is just, I think, mainly around the data itself. Maintaining the quality and integrity of the data is important. NLP solutions can extract data from various data sources, whether it's an EHR system, whether it's your regular charts that are faxed into you, or even just your provider notes that you're trying to read through and glean into the members' conditions and data that you can use to generate non-standard supplemental data. I think just making sure that you can consistently retrieve certain data elements and store it in your database in a consistent way is important. Things like dates. How do you standardize the dates if the date format is MMDDYYY or some other format? You can extract it and your system should be able to interpret it in a consistent manner. I think, secondly, the HEDIS value sets directory changes every year. So your system, you have to have a strategy around how your system can adapt to those annual changes. How do you build custom features for specific measures, because each measure has its own requirements and you need to be able to, your system has to be able to customize the data that it retrieves for one measure versus another. I think maintenance is another huge nuance plans have to deal with, and just having a strategy around how you maintain your NLP algorithm, because that changes constantly, keeping up with it, maintaining your code, and also just how you train your reviewers, right? Your NLP solution can enhance the review process. If they have to do overread, how do you pinpoint exactly where the data is retrieved from, and being able to quickly go to that data? I think find that data in that document is important.
Oh, for sure. The last one is, what are some of those challenges with implementing NLP as part of your review strategy?
Well, this is a lot of plans are still struggling with this, right? But even if you do implement one, you have to think about some of the challenges is how do you integrate it with your existing system? If you have a system that you've been using for a really long time, you have to think about, okay, how does my NLP solution now integrate with my EHR system and other internal systems that you have, instead of having them siloed and you have to go to different places to perform different tasks. I think also the accuracy of the data and reliability is important. when you build an NLP solution, there's potential for a lot of false positives and false negatives, but being able to accurately um, not only extract the data, but being able to interpret it in the context that it was used is important for your solution. And that can be very challenging for to build in an NLP system. And finally, I just want to, I think your system should be scalable. And I want to just highlight this because with an NLP solution, you can now accept different data formats. You're not just getting your PDFs, you're now getting CCDAs, you're now getting, provider notes in so many different formats, whether they come in from an immunization system and so on and so forth. So just being able to scale your system with new data formats and a larger volume of data is an area plans should definitely, it can be challenging, but if they plan ahead, they can definitely be able to manage that.
No, that's great. Thank you. Yeah, in speaking with our quality customers, I find quality NLP, everyone seems to agree that it's an art, not a science. So that precision,
Yes, for sure.
that precision matters. And that's what we've been seeing with our customers. So looking forward to seeing more great results from our quality NLP solution. So
Yes,
thank you for the
absolutely.
time.